so cool, Bubba.
Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me in for today's video. And as you guys can tell by the title, this is part 2 of my fall decorate with me series. And today we will be decorating my kitchen. As you guys can see, I already finished, but we will be decorating and doing a DIY for my kitchen, for my dining room table. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Stick around for part 3, which will be coming out next. And again, I hope you guys enjoy these videos. If you haven't watched part 1, which was a clean with me and decorate my kitchen, go ahead and click up here or up here. I'm not sure, I'll link it up in the little eye. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video just as much. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And to everyone else, I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get on into it. Alrighty, you guys, so getting into the decorating, I obviously had to get my space ready to start removing all my decorations that I already have. So I just started by putting away my work computer, my home computer, and my bag, and then I started taking everything off of this little like coffee station that I have here. This is obviously a fake coffee station because I don't really make coffee here, but it looks really cute. So this is my fake coffee bar, as I'm calling it from now on. And I'm just starting by wiping down both the shelf and the little table with a cloth with water. And then I went ahead and used this method, like wood daily cleaner. I'm not sure exactly what it was called. I'll go ahead and list it down below. But it smells so good. It smells like almonds, and it cleans the wood very nice and gives it a really good shine. But then I went ahead and moved on over to my 2-tier wooden display. You guys know that I love decorating this. This is actually what inspires most of like that whole decoration, is this tray. So I usually start with it, and I really liked how it came out. I did try to keep the Rae-Dunn pieces I already had on it, because I think it's only maybe like the second or third time I'm using them on this display. So I decided to keep them, and then I just switched out all my little decorations with my fall decorations. So you guys can see here, I just played around with it a lot. I use this like hail bell, and then I put my little scarecrow over top, my little white like ceramic house, a little sign, some pumpkins, and that was basically it. It was really simple and easy to display, but it definitely does take some playing around with. And honestly, anything pumpkin makes anything look like fall. So that's my biggest piece of advice, is if you're trying to make something fallish, go ahead and just add a couple pumpkins and it'll look really nice and cozy. But then I moved on over to this corner over here, and I'm just using my little bench seat to display some pumpkins. I found that Rae-Dunn blessed pumpkin. I think it was like a day or two before I filmed this video, and Jonathan actually really wanted it. It's not necessarily that I wanted it, but he did. So I went ahead and grabbed it, and then I'm just trying to play around with a few of my pumpkins, trying to make a display out of it. I wanted this to be kind of like a pumpkin patch theme, so that is exactly what I'm doing. And then I figured I needed something here in the middle of this table, so I started playing around with like my little stool and a birdhouse, and I started trying to make a cute display. But then I figured it was a lot of different displays to have in the same like table. It just looked a little bit too cluttered for what I wanted, and I figured that maybe this display that I'm working on right here in the middle would look even better at the top shelf. So So I keep on playing with it, and I soon realized that it's just too much to have on this little coffee table, and I go ahead and try to place some vases in here, which I also end up not liking and messing around with in just a second. You guys will be able to see, but yeah, it definitely just takes some playing around, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much.
And this is where I kind of like realized that I didn't want that middle display, and I tried putting these home sweet home vases with some fall flowers in them, but again, something just wasn't working. I think it was just the height of like both corners of the table and the middle being so short. I don't know, I didn't like it. I don't know what it was, but I ended up changing that in just a little bit.
I met you
So I finally opted to actually put the vases on top of the little seat bench, and then I moved the pumpkins towards the middle. I really liked how this turned out. It gave me more of a like pumpkin patch vibe that I was going for, so I really liked how it turned out. And then I just felt there was a little bit of spare like spaces in all of these three little displays, so I just took some a pine cone filler that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I grabbed random little pine cones and placed them around. You guys will see that in just a second, but I just kind of placed them in the empty spaces, so like between the vases, between the pumpkins, on my two-tiered wooden display, just anywhere that was kind of empty. And I feel like it just added the perfect touch of something fall, and it really took care of that negative space that I had.
Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed there.
Now moving on to my mug shelf, I got this piece at Hobby Lobby that says pumpkin patch. I've seen it in a lot of decorate with me videos, but once I saw it, I knew exactly that I wanted it here, and this is what determined the theme of this whole like coffee bar section. Is I wanted it to feel like a pumpkin patch because I really wanted to use that sign on top. And then I started by placing a birdhouse with a little bird, the stool, and some pumpkins, but then again the corners of the shelf were just not even, so it was really messing with my head to see one corner taller than the other one. I'm sure this happens to a lot of you, but I had to figure out what I wanted to do, and I ultimately opted for putting the second birdhouse that matches that other one, and then just putting some more pumpkins. And I think this looks super cute, and this is me just playing around a little bit more, but I end up not liking that and putting it back to how it was before. But that was everything for my little coffee bar area. This is how it turned out, and I'm honestly so in love. I also love Jonathan's reaction, which is what you guys saw at the beginning of this video, was him walking out and seeing this coffee bar display. So I'm really happy with it, and I don't know, I just love it, and it's so fall and so colorful, and it's everything that I wanted it to be. So I really like it. This will soon turn into my Halloween display, but I really loved it. Now for my tablescape, I actually got the inspiration from a piece at Hobby Lobby that was way smaller than this, but it was pretty expensive. Even with 40% off, I think it came out to like $30, and I felt like I can do the same thing for cheaper, which I ultimately did achieve. And basically all I did is I bought a lot of different like fall picks. You guys can see that in my Hobby Lobby haul that I'll link up here in the little iCard. But I got like leaves, I got some pumpkin picks, some fall flowers, and some different other like fall picks that they had. I think in total for all of the picks that I grabbed, I might have spent $10 to $15, and that's including that pine cone filler that you guys see in that corner that I will use to fill up the empty space. But yeah, all I did is I took a random piece of styrofoam that I found in my house from, I don't know, I think it was like an Amazon delivery, and then I just cut it down to size whatever fit in my little tobacco basket that I've had for a long time. You guys have seen it in previous videos, and I just started picking all the different like picks that I grabbed, all the different like flowery fall things that I grabbed, and just trying to cover as much of the styrofoam as I could.
Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottles.
So once I placed it in the tobacco basket, you guys can see there's a few like spots where you can see the styrofoam. So I just took some more fall picks that I had, and I just stuffed them wherever I could see styrofoam. And then I finished off by adding that pine cone filler. Just again, anywhere where I could see the styrofoam. I added some spare leaves, and I just made it look as full as I could without showing the styrofoam. And I honestly think it turned out super cute. I really like it, and I think I like it more than the one I saw at Hobby Lobby that inspired this whole thing. And it's actually bigger, and it fills a bigger space of my dining table, so even better. And again, I'm just head over heels over it. I really liked it. I hope you guys liked it as well, and this is definitely an easy DIY for anybody. You can replace the tobacco basket with any type of tin basket or any like tray that you have laying around at home. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Keep on driving and driving.
And to finish off this dining room decorate with me, I just went ahead and picked up all my trash, and I cleaned my table the same way I cleaned my little coffee table. So just with a wet rag, and then I went ahead and I used that same method cleaner for wood, and I cleaned my entire table. I added my cute little DIY tablescape, and then I placed my table mats, which were actually a bit curly because that's how I had them stored. I ended up taking them off, putting them on the bottom of a water bottle case, and that actually ended up flattening them out. And yeah, I just think it looks super cute. You guys will be able to see at the end of this video how it turned out. But that was everything for this decorate with me, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it and it gave you some inspiration. Make sure to come back for part 3, which will be my living room decorate with me. I hope you guys liked it. Please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We will see you on Friday. Bye.
Don't you worry, you'll find someone who wants you back, but that is not me. So give it up, haven't you had enough?